And the second point about metabolism is metabolic reaction can be done outside the body without can be done outside the body in test tube and this reaction is always found in livings. So this reaction is known as living reactions. Metabolic reaction is only found in the livings, and this reaction can be done in outside the livings, that is in a test tube. So however this reaction is only found in the livings, so this reaction is also known as living reactions. Now we're looking for the next point. The next point is again related to metabolism. In all the living organisms like unicellular living organisms and multicellular living organisms, thousands of metabolic reactions take place in same time. So we can say in all the living organism like unicellular living organism and multicellular living organism, thousands of metabolic reaction take place in same time. And the next point, metabolic reaction or metabolism is not present in non-livings. Okay, metabolic reaction is not present in non-livings. Now we looking for the next character of living, and this is consciousness. What is consciousness? Factors like physical, chemical and biological, this environmental factor produce or act like stimuli for the livings, and they are actually giving some action, or that is they producing response against this stimuli. This process of producing response against stimuli is known as consciousness. And consciousness, we understanding with one more example. We understanding with the example of plants. Example of plants. Plants are sensitive to sunlight, water, and also they are also sensitive with pollutants. They are sensitive with other living organisms. They are sensitive with temperature. They are sensitive with temperature. So plants are sensitive with this factor. Sunlight is required for their photosynthesis. Similarly, water required for photosynthesis, and pollutants also affecting the growth of plant. Sometimes it change the color of leaf as well, and other living organism is also affecting to the plants. Some carnivorous plant is sensitive to other living organism like insects, and they trapping the insect. Next is plant is sensitive to temperature. And so the temperature is responsible for the regulation of different activities in the plant. So plant is affected by this various type of environmental factors, and they are given a response. Their response is they are responding in a different forms, but they are getting stimuli by this various of factor and given response in a various form. And next we're talking about the one more subtopic in this character, that is interreaction, or we can say interaction. So in which first we're going to read about the living activity. Why the living activity we saw? We see the living activity due to some interaction. For example, one person is pricking needle to the second person feeling pain, and due to this pain he remove his hand from initial position. So this feeling of pain comes from the interaction in their body. Now, so behind every living activity there is some interaction. Similarly, if we looking in a very small level, there is property of tissue showing their characteristics or property, because there is again interaction of their constituent cells. Okay, here is not presence of constituent cell is not responsible for the property of tissue. The interaction of their constituent cell is responsible for the property of tissue. Now similarly, if we go in for the more small level, that means the character of cell organelles is due to again interaction. We end the video and continue again in a next video.